Golden State Warriors player Stephen Curry, the son of Al Curry, one of the best NBA players. I was checking his stats. He attempted at about 2,800 and something free throws, and the conversion rate was almost 90%. What's the take of those stats?
What is work ethics, man? It's a matter of putting effort. If you want to reach a certain goal, you have to put effort in it, and it's easy.
How do you master free throws? Please break down the free throw.
It's a matter of technique. You need to have a follow through when you shoot. You don't just shoot. You know there's a homemade shot, you just shoot. A bank shot. So when you shoot, you're just gonna hit the net. That's a proper shooting with a follow through. It's like in a basketball term we call it beef. It's balance, elbow, eyes on the prize, meaning eyes on the prize, we're talking about the rim and follow through then.
Beef.
Beef.
Not the beef.
Not the one of the meat.
Sure. Wow, what a great intro, guys. I'm chilling with the best, the GOAT of Mamelodi, the GOAT of Mamelodi. I hear people speaking about Jordan, I did speak about Stephen Curry now, but here in Mamelodi, we've got our own GOAT, and we're chilling in an iconic field. Can I say a field or a court?
Yeah, it is an old-time court, man.
Mamelodi Beer Hall.
Yeah, Beer Hall. This is where legends were born, man. Yeah, so we did a lot of stuff here. So Mamelodi basketball at its best. If you never played at this court,
you're not the real McCoy.
You don't know basketball. If you don't know Mamelodi basketball, especially Beer Hall, you don't know basketball.
Wow. I'm chilling with Sibusiso Bones. AKA Bones.
Yeah, hey, that name, man.
Where did that name come about, Bones?
Well,
it's so intimidating. Are you a Pirate fan?
No. That name actually came about when I was in high school. So, I was a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony, so yeah.
Well, you listen to a lot of hip hop.
Yeah, actually rap. Hip hop is the in thing. I was a rap person, So every time, whenever I go to games, whenever it's soccer, whatever, I will have my Walkman cassette. Used to listen with cassette, Walkman cassette. Not these things are now, it's already digital and whatever. You do cassette. If you don't have a cassette one, you have a CD one. You have a pouch there, CD gold. It was nice. I really enjoyed.
So, what's your profession? Can you please tell us more and my viewers on this quintessential experience?
My profession?
Sitting down. Yeah, your profession.
Okay, me, I'm a basketball coach. I'm a founder of Goma and Gala Basketball. So, I'm the one who's running the club. And it's based here in Mamelodi. And we one of the best teams around Swan. And I don't want to say dominant, we're one of the best teams. There are other teams, basically. So we're striving for greatness always. And by so forth, we are at our peak. There are other teams trying to reach the standard that we are at. But it's okay, we know, it's always like that, but we like to be on our own stick. We don't want to be compared with other teams, we just want to be at our own step. So that's why GN basketball is always want to be at its own peak.
When did the love for basketball come about?
The love of basketball started in the 90s. So I was actually a soccer person. So from soccer to basketball, it was something else, and it was very intriguing because born in Pretoria, raised in Rustenburg, playing soccer in Rustenburg. You only play basketball in Pretoria. When you go to Rustenburg, you only find people like
Don't love the
it's
sport.
okay, but you know, they love the sport, but they are keen. Their ideologies was on soccer, because mostly Northwest is like a soccer and softball people. So so when I came to Pretoria, my cousins took me to the basketball court. I was like, wow, this is nice. Now you must come and play when you're here. Then I came and I fell in love with the sport and whatsoever. So until today. So yeah, it's been like, I don't know, 20 something years.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of years
That's tomato in
experience.
yeah.
Yeah. So what are you currently busy with now, other than your team?
Now, besides my team,
For development
yeah, for
of
development,
basketball.
I'm usually developing these kids to be better players, actually to accumulate better results at school. So you push them to reach a certain percentage at school to push their academics better. Because sports and academics go hand in hand
It's a
right
good
now, because
combo.
there are a lot of opportunities in sports. So I will urge parents to encourage kids to play sports, because there are a lot of bursaries there. There are a lot of things happening actually. Because if we are ignorant, we end up having kids doing unforeseen circumstances, and then we will like, yeah, no, we're useless and whatsoever, but we didn't see the bigger picture about sports. So development is the most key to have more athletes and discipline around it, and that will make sure that the sports grow better in our township.
Please tell us about the kids you've developed who also went on to overseas, who are currently there now. And how did the deal come about for them leaving, going on to the States?
Let me start with Jay Mavumba. We actually started from grade 8. So developing him, and his brother too is a basketball player. So we usually share ideas and all that, pushing him both ends. His brother actually decided to push him at gym so they can be a better player, a beast, and whatsoever. So me, I pushed him in the ideology of knowing the knowledge of basketball and all that, and he reached to his peak. Then he ended up doing his own thing, because the man was already there, that he knows that what he was doing. Even though you give him instruction, was like, no, I'm okay. Until they got a bursary to, actually it's not a bursary, it's a scholarship.
Yeah.
To Boston, Leslie University. This is his second year. And he's doing great actually. He's in the first team. And playing there is a privilege. So then Neo Mureburi.
Are they all of them from Mamelodi?
No. They're all from Pretoria.
Pretoria.
Yeah. Neo Mureburi is one of the boys who just came to my club. He wanted to learn few things that he wanted to grow better as a player. So he came, and I taught him a lot of stuff, and he played. And he was busy, coach. I want to go, just like G when he left. Baba, you need to follow certain things in order to be there. And he did accordingly. He's in Iowa State, in USA. I'm happy for him. And there's another one who came in too in my club. He didn't stay long anyway. So he was always busy with his stuff, with his other guys, working with him. But he was paying for me. He even told me that he wants to leave, going to state. He just left like prior last week. That's very like, it motivates other players
To also
push themselves to go up. So of course, if they don't motivate themselves, they'll never be anywhere. So it shows that our academics are more important to play that role, to be where you want to be. So yeah.
I'm sure their parents must be proud. They must.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, parents, it's a dream come true, especially for a
Such a young age, yeah.
young age that you wanna be overseas and all that. And
And the scholarship.
and the scholarship and all that. Like it's very authentic that you wanna grow up in on a foreign land, playing the sport that you love, pushing your academics, and who knows? You might have a citizenship and stay there and play ball until like example Tabos Folosha is a Mamelodi guy from East. He played NBA.
Wow.
You understand? So you need to know things like that.
They can happen. Dreams come true.
Dreams come true. So if you wanna pursue your dream, you work for it in order to happen. So if you wanna dream, or while you say it, it's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. So well done for keep up the good work you are doing. I think we should give you your flowers while you're still alive, because doing such an amazing work and still being humble and still continuing doing the work, it's not easy, because a lot of people might do that work, develop players, then all of a sudden they become cocky, they get big-headed, they think they're the best, but you still here training little kids, developing, and still going on. I think it's a great thing you're doing. A lot. You're doing a lot of work. Especially for the community of Mamelodi.
Yeah, we're trying. That little percentage that we have means a lot. Because now I think if we have a support system that is supporting us, it is gonna be easy for us as mentors and coaches. You understand? So, but with a lack of support, it's very difficult. Because sometimes we're doing things out of our own, and not doing things out of your own, it's strenuous. It's strenuous. Yeah, it's very strenuous, but we persevere. And despite any odds, but we know one day is one day.
You're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Please tell us about your NPO, and then here's a moment. Please speak with the people, my viewers. Maybe there might be someone who's willing to fund your team, your project. So speak to them about your NPO first, and then tell them what you need. Speak with them. Here's your moment. Look at the camera and speak with them. And tell them what you are planning to do.
Yeah, my entity basically it's a development, it's a sports development program, and which includes like life skills and also like I'm teaching these kids not to be stagnant. They need to be out of the box. They need to be themselves. They need to be big. Like they need to put themselves there. They don't have to be pushed. They need to shine. You understand? I registered this NPO in regards to make sure that at least if we have funding, I will manage these boys to go to games, get attire, equipment, things like that, to push the program so that it mustn't stop. But that doesn't mean it's going to stop if there's no funding, because we have sacrifices at some point. We go through our pockets and all that, which doesn't matter because we're doing what we love. If it wasn't for the passion and the love, I was gonna hey, I wanna stop. But unfortunately, with love and passion, this thing's not gonna stop anytime soon. All these years, I started coaching like the year 2000 until now. So it's been like decades. I have my humps, you understand? I have my humps, I have my obstacles, but I told myself, I'm not gonna stop because of that. Even now, and I told myself I'm not gonna stop until I reach the goal that I want. So, in God's name, hopefully God heard my prayers. It will happen in time soon. And hopefully they are watching people and they understand what are we doing for these kids. Because internship, there are a lot of things happening, especially in our youth. So we try to avoid such things to groom these kids to see the light and be our president of tomorrow, our leaders of tomorrow, things like that. We need leaders because now we don't have.
There's a huge vacuum.
It's a huge entrapment, or the kids are falling into drugs, alcohol,
and this thing of life,
unwanted pregnancies, and we're trying to forge lives that we are not. Basically, we're forging their lives that are not ours. We want to portray things that are not ours, but that's life. So we as coaches, we trying to groom kids to have a way of life, to present themselves. Whenever we are not there, they know how to stand for themselves at the end of the day.
Listening to you got me triggered. You got me triggered a lot. I'm sitting here observing you, listening to you. You speak so well, like a person who, on the field, you're a coach. Off the field also, you're also the coach. Because I was listening to an interview. They were interviewing this guy, Tim Grovey, a former trainer for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. That guy spoke so profound, and I like how he articulated himself and said that if you think the price of winning is too high, wait until you get the bill of regret. What's your take on those words?
Honesty, you will do something good, right? You will persevere to the utmost. Out of 10 people, there are only going to be 2 people who see what you are doing, but the rest will we want to see where it's going to end up. Because, and you will make one mistake, the 8 will talk. The 2 will encourage you. No, don't stop. It's too bad. There are always ups and downs. You can't fail every time. Push and see what's going to happen. Do you understand? So there are regrettable moments that you end up working with people who are ungrateful. Then it end up like I regret doing this. Then you end up losing that momentum of working. And you end up like, hi man, why am I doing this? Why can't I do this and grow and see something? So regret won't give you what you want. You understand? Regrets won't give you what you want. So if you regret and sulk about it, you will never grow as a person. You need to stand up.
Please tell us how that trip of yours to the USA come about. How did you feel, like your parents, you, when you heard the news that you're going to the United States of America?
The
home of basketball.
Playing basketball and coaching by that moment, it was 2004. I started coaching 2004 at Boys Eye. I think my work ethics at Boys Eye spoke for itself, and until I pushed. And when I got the letter from the US Embassy saying that I was selected as one of the coaches to go overseas, I was surprised. And I thought it was a scam, because I was like, I'd open it like, then this other cousin of mine, he get the same letter. He was a coach too. And he's like, hey, we have the same letter. Let's go there, let's go here. Then we went there, and we said, only to find out this thing was legit. And now we go. We left our passports, we went to the consulate in Santen for the interview for visa and all that. It happened. Do you know when you have something paid like free. Like you ask yourself, what is the catch at the end of the day? But only to find out there was no catch. And we went.
How many were you?
We were 12.
12.
We went and we explored, we led. You understand? And being in the cap city of United States, Washington D.C., it was a privilege because it was a dream come true. Seeing that on TV always is like, one day I wanna be there, man. But it happened, I was there. You understand? Going to Tennessee and all that, knowing the place, meeting new people. You know, the environment itself made me be a better person. When I came back, I felt like there's a lot to give in our community. And I told myself that I'm not going to stop and I'm going to give back to the community. This is what I'm doing.
Let me throw in these two questions. First one, what things did you learn there in the United States? You took from there and came and implemented here. And then secondly, the standard. Please tell me about the standard of basketball that side. As you've seen it firsthand, you've been there.
There's a lot that I learned, and learning doesn't stop. Even today I'm still learning. And I learned the principles of basketball.
What are those?
The techniques. Like,
give us five big principles of basketball.
Basketball, I don't know how to define that, but basketball is huge. It's big, it's huge. And being there, being taught all these things about basketball, how to interact with, especially these young ones, how to groom them from the early age, like from grade 3. In South Africa, we don't groom kids from grade 3. They say, they're still young. USA, they start from there. Usually, it's something else. Like when you see a grade 3 doing crossover and whatsoever, grade 4 doing so many. Because when they reach a certain age, when they go to college, they're already on the stage that they know what they're supposed to be doing. Because you don't have to teach them anything, you just teach them few things.
Guide them.
You just guide them, basically. So, and it was an honor for me to be there, learning from coaches like Stan Brodish, Alan Stein. You know, they taught me a lot, and I took, and I'm still in contact with the same guys, same coaches.
Those relations.
Yeah, that relationship. That as a coach myself, just to get advices there and there, how to groom players. You understand? And I'm honored to have such people still in contact with me about this whole thing. Yeah, and really, and it's a good thing. So basketball standard, that side is too high.
It's too much.
It's too much. Because I left South Africa as a shooting guard. So when I went there, I had to learn other positions. And I wasn't big-headed about it. I took it and I learned. And learning is a good thing. And I'm happy that I can still share that knowledge with these kids. You know, sharing the knowledge with these kids, like what position you want to play. Coach B, I want to play this position. I will teach you. What position you want to play? Then they will ask me, Coach, what position are you playing? I'm shooting guard. Like, oh my coach, you know all these positions. Yeah. You understand? So like that thing, that relationship with player-coach relationship, teaching them the principles of basketball, how to maneuver and how to do this and that.
Please tell us about the positions. I heard you spoke about the shooting guard, and then tell us more about the positions and tell us how basketball is being structured, the quarters, or Because I believe they're in the NBA, they're playing, is it 4 quarters? No?
4 quarters.
12 minutes each.
Yeah, 12.
So break it down for us here, to someone who might not understand the sport, so that we can get a clear picture of how the sport is played.
Okay, in USA, NBA, they have their own rules. They're playing 4 quarters of 12 minutes. So there's college basketball. College basketball, they're playing 2 quarters of 20 minutes. Just like other junior programs. So in South Africa, we're using FIBA Africa. Which FIBA Africa, senior men and women, they play 4 quarters of 10 minutes running time, depending with the rules of the tournament. If they start-stop, then so be it. So junior programs under 18 and 16 and 15, they play 4 quarters. Yeah? Under 14s and others, they play depending with the rules again. So which are under 12, they play 8 minutes, 4 quarters, depending with the rules of the league. Yes.
Well, so give me your top 3 goals, greatest of all time in basketball. 3, and then after 3, and then why?
Why? Okay. Firstly, I will go with Dr. J, Michael Jordan, yeah, and I'll go with Kobe Bryant. Why? Dr. J did a lot of stuff in this program of basketball. He did unbeatable things.
Got the most successful brand.
Yeah, Dr. J is a Skywalker. Like then come Michael Jordan, the second Skywalker. You understand? These people, they put more effort and time and working to be where they want to be. And Kobe Bryant, too, that guy will go to practice. When everybody goes home, he'll stay behind in practice. So you ask yourself, what kind of human being is that? You understand? So he persevered to be the best, and he did that, and he passed on being the greatest of all time. And just like Michael Jordan retired as the greatest of all time. Dr. J retired as the greatest of all time. There's still a lot of them. I can't name all of them, but for me, I just chose my 3 for now. But to be honest, these 3 did a lot of stuff.
Here in Mamelodi, who's the GOAT currently? Excluding you.
No. Me.
Excluding you.
I'm just an ordinary player.
Excluding you, the younger ones who are coming up.
Actually have quite few young players in Mamelodi.
Name a few.
Who are coming okay. On top of the list, I will go with Kogi. Kogi is one of the greatest players who achieved a lot, and who's still the best player who's playing now in Mamelodi. He's the one who's raising the flag of Mamelodi, especially Swane, I could say. And secondly, I will go with Neo Mutiba. Neo Mutiba, the captain of SA basketball, is one of the greatest, especially in Swane. And trust me, that guy did a lot, and he's still playing too. Again, he plays for Josie Nuggets in Joburg, and in Pretoria he's playing for Jaguars and Tshwane. He's playing there, one of the same team. That guy, the mentorship behind him, it's exceptional. Like, he's something else. I understand. And the third one, I will go with Mlungisi Shongwe.
Are they all from here?
Yeah, Pretoria. He's a good guy. That guy is a beast. Like, he works. His work ethics, despite the age, they did their best. But in their youth, you could see these guys they are something else. And it's very inspiring to see such guys still playing, and it's very encouraging these kids to play more. And again, I have this young boy. He's still coming. He's still doing great. Umpileno is one of my shooters. He's doing great, and I'm wishing him the best, that he reaches his
full potential.
The way he wants it, and I'm privileged to be his coach, and I'm happy that he's learning every day.
Please break down the positions for us. You never got to touch the.
Oh yeah, the positions. We have a point guard
and their functions.
Yeah, point guard. Yeah, we have point guard. The point guard is number 1, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and a center. So point guard is the one who dribbles the ball, who's the one who controls the ball. Then shooting guard is the one who shoots. But you don't just shoot because you say you're a shooting guard. You need to read the court first before you can do anything. Number 3 is a shooting guard / troublemaker for the opponents. He drives a lot, dribbles and all that. He is the person who maneuvers to draw fouls and all that. So basically, he is the one who penetrates the zone to score. And we have number 4. Number 4 is and number 5, small forward and power forward and center. They more or less do the same job. They rebound, they score, rebound and score, rebound offensively and defensively to pass the point guard and to go set up. We pass them. If there's a big guy who's giving us a trouble, we give them the ball so they work on him so that we can get fouls and we can make our life easy. So yeah.
So moving forward, away from the basketball, now let's speak about this topic. Who is God? Do you believe in God?
God.
Do you believe also that dreams do come true?
Without God, nothing will happen. That I will say. I'm standing here because of God. I was born before I was born because of God.
He knew you.
He knew me, that I was coming.
He had plans for you.
Yeah, he had plans for me. So this me is God's creation. So I can't say my parents made me. It's God. So I do everything, and I breathe. I do everything. I walk. I play basketball. I coach. I put God first. You understand? So without God, there's nothing's gonna happen. Yes, I have my ups and downs in life as a human being.
Your flaws.
Yeah, you know, when you grow up, God will lead you to this direction and go there. I wanna see if you can handle the pressure. Then you will go there and do the unforeseen circumstances and whatsoever. You end up growing up to be the person that you wanna be. When they say people change, yes, people do change. You change because you want to. You understand?
Not because of being forced.
Not being forced. So I changed because of the guidance of God. I am here because of God. Now I'm living because of God, and everything that I'm doing is because of God. So I've no regret about it.
Before we close it, please give us a scripture in which you live by, or you read in tough times when you're facing challenges. And then secondly, let me throw in this one, scripture, and then the advice to the youth.
Let us start with advice to youth. Advice to youth, nothing is easy. If you want something, you stand up, you go get it. And I will say, youth of today, they give up easily because of the leniency. If you're lenient, you're getting things easy. When those things are God, you can't do anything for yourself. So I will urge you as youth to stand up and do everything for yourself. Don't wait for someone to give you the props to do something. If you have an idea in your head that I can make a garden there, and I can sell these veggies, do it.
Implement.
You understand? If there are free courses that you can attend, especially in the government side. Do them. You understand? So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Never give up on yourself. That's all I would say. Never give up on yourself. Because if you give up on yourself, you lost yourself as a human being.
And the scripture?
The scripture. I love the scripture. But I don't usually, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to quote it.
It's okay.
There's time for everything. Eh? But let me just say which scripture should just say people will just read it. I don't know, because I love most scriptures, so
There's a lot.
There's a lot to share, and
there's a time and place for everything.
For a time and place for everything. So I'll say, yeah. So I would like to say people must just read the Bible and read my favorite scripture is the Psalms 100. So you read that it's a small psalm, few verses. Read Psalms 100, then yeah.
You'll find
if you don't understand it, go out to pastor, mfundisi, explain to you. Yeah, then you'll understand.
Lastly, when all is said and done, what do you want to be remembered?
Me,
everything is being said. Said.
Me. I usually say to my kids that I coach that, boys, me, I'm just me. I am not portraying anyone. I do what I want, and I'm standing to myself to do what I want. So I want to be remembered as me, not anybody else. What I did to the community, that will be a bonus to what people will be saying about me. So me, I persevered myself to be where I am today. I had my ups and downs, and I have a lot of grievances. I lost most valuable people in my life, and losing most valuable people, I lost a sense of belonging. And losing a sense of belonging, I had to redeem myself to be where I am today. So I'm so thankful that God redeemed me to be where I am today. So I want to be remembered as myself, not anybody else. I don't want to be a copycat. I don't want to be anybody. I am me, and I love being me. So love me, hate me, I am me, and so thankful that God is my redeemer to be where I am today. So remember me as me, not anybody else. That's what I will say.
Thank you.
Sure.
Sure. Guys, we're wrapping up now. See you on the next video. Please take care of yourself. Thank you again, Mr. Bones and Bones, the goat. Boom, we out.